I think some people, when they think in the church, they think um, reach out to those who are in prison, whatever. I think people think I'm scared. I don't know how to connect. My life hasn't been like their life. Da 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 da. It sounds like you're saying just reaching out, being there, knowing, acknowledging, like that stuff sounds really neat.
Yeah. I yeah, just acknowledge the person, just let them know, cause that's what I do right now. I sit down with my little spare time when he goes to sleep. My spare time, I get a pen and paper. I got a list of people where there are ex-cellies, or I look up random people on the internet, just on ildoc.com, and whoever just pops up, I'll take their information down, what penitentiary they're in. I'll write them, just let them know, man. There's still hope. Keep your head, keep your eyes open, your head straight, and keep your mind on God. You know, God will lead you the right way. You know, when them people wrote me, when I joined their little service things, and they were writing me, it helped me out a little bit. You know, it helped me stay focused, cause when you're incarcerated and you don't have nobody, basically you're a nobody. Cause the guards see that when you're locked, when you're incarcerated, the guards, they pay attention to how many times you get mail a week, or how many letters you get and who writes you. If they see that you don't have nobody writing you, or nobody acknowledging you as a son, a father, an uncle, or wherever you may be to somebody, they take advantage of that. They take advantage of their power, where they abuse their power. You get beat up by them. You know, you get mistreated just because the way they grew up and we grew up, like you were saying, how to approach somebody. I got a cellie that's I had a cellie that right before this last time I was in there, he's been gone 25 years, and he was sitting there and telling me that how nobody writes him, and the people that do write him, we call it drive-bys, because basically, you know how when you drive past somebody and you see somebody on the street, you be like, hey, how you doing? Basically, that's what we call them when we get that one letter from them. Because if you reply back, they won't reply back to you for like another 7 to 8 months. So we call them drive-bys, drive-by letters. Sometimes we'll read them, sometimes we'll toss them away, or we'll never reply back to them. I write to that man every day. Not every day, every time he writes back, I write to him. You let him know that there's somebody out here. Because no matter who you are, or where you come from, what lifestyle, what county you come from, what part of Illinois, you're incarcerated, you need somebody. It ain't all about the money. It's all about keeping yourself mentally stable. Somebody writing to you, that's all that counts. That's all that counted to me, really. I look forward for the letters. Every time them Christian people wrote me, I look forward for their letters. They had me basically with something to do. Somebody that kept me company instead of sitting in my cell thinking of ways to commit crimes, or how to do a crime the better way. They helped a lot. I wish a lot of people would be able to reach out and do the same thing for them people who are in there. Because you got a lot of lonely people in there. What I mean by lonely people, you ever seen? Remember, I'm trying to think of this movie I can compare it to. There's an older movie from like the '90s where a guy used to be a real estater, caught a murder or something like that, and he was stuck in. Basically, he was found guilty, and he found a way to escape. And how he walked the cell blocks and watched people get beat up, raped, and just people just have like no point of living. That's how a lot of people in there feel. I met a guy in there. He was incarcerated, man, over 35 years. I met another guy when I came home in the halfway house. He was incarcerated 42 years, and he was kind of lost. You ever seen somebody try to parallel park on an empty parking spot? That's what he was trying to do. I was just laughing, but he didn't know no better. 42 years incarcerated. What can you know? What is there to know, really?
You could speak to a huge church. What would you tell them?
If I could speak to a huge church, reach out. Reach out to them guys that are incarcerated. Don't be scared of the response or what replies back. There's a lot of good in people that are in there. Even though they committed their crime, they're doing their time. There's a lot of good people in there, real good people that need the support, the mental support to keep them moving in life. Because a lot of people in there, they will give up. Trust me, I seen a guy hang himself, so it will be done. But reach out, write a person, send them a card, send them pictures of sites. You know, become friends with somebody in there. You never know with the next person you might meet. That man might come out and just take over the world and become the next. That can't be the next mayor or something, but you never know, man. It's a lot of good people in there. I seen a lot of good talent in there. Guys can sing, draw, poetry, a lot.
What do you think could happen if a friendship happened?
That that would be nice. If you can be friends with somebody in there that actually the person could count on you to write them or help them with informations or help them where they can find out where they can get free books sent to them. All that plays a big role, man. It plays, man. Especially books. A lot of people, if you know how to read, I taught myself how to read in the penitentiary. Because when I got arrested, I didn't know how to read or write. I taught myself how to do all of that by myself. And that's what I do now. I got a brother that's facing life. I send him magazines. I write him. I send him books. I got a friend that's locked up too. He'll be coming home in 3 years. I send him books, something to keep him stable. Let him know he got some type of support out here. Because if we don't do it, who else is gonna do it? Even though we go through our own problems, you know, life ain't easy. So we gotta make it. We gotta make it what it is. Especially when you're in there. You got guys that are facing life, that are doing life, or guys that got 25 years in and on their way home. Those are the guys that actually really need it, to me. Because I did 9 years and really nobody helped me, kept me in tune with what's going on and how to maneuver around here. And if I would have had that one person that wrote me constantly like the church people did, I would have knew what to do and how to go about things and how to see things the right way. Becoming a friend with somebody in there, it's cool. I like it because I became good friends with guys that I thought I would never communicate with or be friends with. Guys that we were on the streets. There was, a matter of fact, there was a guy in there where when I was doing my 9 years, me and him, every time we seen each other, we would shoot at each other, beat each other up, and we caught each other with other people or like that. And actually, when I sat down with that man face to face and had a conversation with him as a man and not as gang members, and me and him got a connection where we were cool. We hung out every day, worked out every day with each other. And to this day, every time he's locked up right now. He caught a case. But when I came home and I seen them, basically it was like there was no animosity with each other. It was just like we actually found out we got a chance to know each other and know each other as men, not as you're in this gang, you're in this gang. That's how we know each other. We actually got a chance to know each other as men, and it worked out to become friendship. And a lot of my guys, they don't agree with it, but